Welcome to a Fifth of Jack Gaming, where today we have a special little treat. It's Father's Day, so we ended up getting a nice little gift. Went to Hero Forge. Custom minis. We ended up getting a nice custom mini made up. Also, I've been spoiling a little thing that we have an affiliate. We are now affiliated with Hero Forge as well. We'll have a special link down below of that you'll end up whenever you order something off Hero Forge, help out the channel. Enough with the business. Let's get to the fun stuff and see what this is. So I'm super excited about this because this is a completely custom and it's also colored. It's a special coloring system or coloring made that way. So it's not painted or anything, it's actually the plastic itself is colored different colors. I'll provide a picture, probably right over there, of what the figure looked like on the while I was making it. So we're cracking it open, and it comes with little protocols for it. Voice. Comes nicely protected, as you can see. A little bit of plastic, bubble wrap, and big box for a wee little guy. So my friend is running a D&D campaign that I'm jumped right into. And I wanted to make a character that's based off of Lionel from Thundercats. I mean, I know it's a square, heck to it. This didn't turn out too bad, but I wanted to make him, Lionel comes over to D&D. So I decided, my friend ended up having one, and I was kind of intrigued of how mine would turn out. Didn't turn out too shabby, but here it is. It's a little bit duller. And I have to say, the big thing is it's sort of a little bit bent. Don't want to go too far with it. Nose has a little bit of things that comes over it. It does have different colors based off the facial things, which is what I was looking for. It didn't really have the eyes I was looking for, though. It's kind of missing the eyes. But general gist, it looks pretty decent. I don't know if I could get the camera to... Oh, there we go. Nice little cape. So it's a completely custom. I ended up designing every inch of this figure. I ended up with a blank bottom because what I'm planning on doing is doing like a grassy scene and everything. But it also got to be fully customizable because at the very bottom you get to say one word. And he says, "Ho!" Kind of like when he ends up using the Sword of Omens. So I have to say, overall though, it didn't turn out too shabby. The only part that gets me is the eyes and the mouth area. And then it's a little bit dried out, but I'm going to try looking at other ways to be able to fix that. Maybe if I go with like a clear coat or something like that, that might end up fixing that over and just shining it up a bit. And the eyes, I think I'm stuck with how the eyes are. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the figure. It has a decent detail. I mean, you could be looking really close to this and see the detail that pops out with it. So the crazy thing is during when I was making him, they had the cat people and everything, but I didn't really like the face, and I didn't feel like that was really honestly the face that went with Lionel. And the face, I ended up actually switching it over to a rodent face. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Matter of fact, let me see if I can end up pulling it up. We'll end up breaking it on down real quick. As you can see here, I had the eyes being a little bit different. They don't really show up, nor does the mouth. And the colors came off a little bit different. And you don't see the little subtle red that's over here. And it looks like it lost the touch of red that it has right here as well. And then it looks a little bit dried out and everything, which it kind of looks like with it. But we ended up going with a little rat face because I really like the idea of having it being more pronounced on the face and everything, because it feels like that if you're in D&D, it's going to be a little bit different. Plus, I wanted to kind of like a creative difference that would be normally with it. And then, obviously, they don't have the sort of omens and everything, but I created something as close as I could with that. And that's what you have here. And that's why I'm planning on coming over with the base and putting like a sand and then putting some grass right here and everything, so make my own custom base out of that. Now with that scene, let's go quickly right back through this guy again. I've seen a couple times where the plastic looks a little bit more brittle. But overall, I'm kind of happy with it. It's a little bit more matted than what it was on the making it and everything. It's missing a couple little subtle things to it. But overall, it looks pretty good. Now, would I do this endeavor again and everything? Probably not. It's kind of an expensive little process, because this little guy was right around 50 bucks. And I'll be really down to earth with you, that's a lot. That could be an epic encounters, that could be a couple little things. Granted, I do like having the little custom with the character and everything, and you wouldn't want to be making a bunch of characters for it. And it has the interesting different techniques that it ends up having, because this is all within the plastic molding. All this coloring and everything with that. Could have been a little bit more crisp with being painted and stuff like that, probably. Do I still like it? Yeah, most definitely. And it's going to be seeing a lot of play and be able to go with that. But would I strongly suggest it this way? No. Because it misses subtle details. Like, it really bugs me that it doesn't have any eyes. It looks like he's blind and squinting or something like that, and the teeth doesn't even show up. And that's subtle things that could end up being with the figure itself. I do like the details of their figures, but as far as going the entire expensive route with that and everything, I probably wouldn't do it again. I probably would end up just getting it printed and then go over with that, which they do offer, that where you can end up printing your own figures and stuff like that with it, which is nice, and then also a bunch of other different materials. So with Hero Force, you end up finding something that you want to go over with it. Now, I'm not saying not making a custom mini wouldn't be good, because I think their custom minis in the creator is amazing, and I would definitely go down that route again. I'll probably go down there with some other character I'll go down with. I do suggest going down Hero Force to make a custom character or anything like that, but I just don't suggest going down this route. There's subtle details that are missed, and for 50 bucks, those details should be there. And if I'm going to be saying to go with it, then I at least be able to be honest with you. However, I did say we're affiliated with them, so there is no bias or anything because I ended up getting affiliated with them afterwards. Popped the box, I wanted to look at it, I picked it up, ordered it, so I wanted to give you my most honest review about it. The coloring thing, I wouldn't go super detailed with it, and especially if you're looking for detail, it's not the way to go. Straight up, make the figure, get the figure, paint the figure. That's going to be the better way to go in with it. If you're looking for something that's nice and everything, and you don't have the details, sure, then give that a try. But myself, I wanted the details, and the details didn't completely come through, and I'm kind of a little bit saddened with that. I mean, it doesn't even have, even for the little sword, it doesn't even have an area where I could end up touching it up. Oh, maybe it does. Oh, no, it doesn't. Where I can end up touching it up or anything like that. I'm going to try figuring out a way to be able to help it out and everything. I think, honestly, if I could end up getting some clear, it might bring up the shine and everything out of this, and that would be amazing. What did you guys think? Let us know down in the comments down below. And do you already use HerForge? Let us know in the comments down below as well. Thank you for watching, and until next time, we'll see you later.